Hello, adventurers. So we went to Dollywood for Dustin's birthday. We had a bit of a wardrobe malfunction right off the get-go, so we decided to check out the shopping area to try and find some shoes. FYI, they do carry some kids' shoes there. But it wasn't long before we were hitting those beautiful golden kite sky and walking down Show Street to our first activity of the day. The weather was not cooperating, so we had to take a pit stop at the teacups because we couldn't do the foam pit party, which was our main goal. Here's a quick video of us with our friend riding on the teacups, but eventually the weather let up, it stopped lightning, and we got to do the foam party. Now, granted, we didn't get to do it for very long. The kids still had a blast. It started thundering and lightning within 10 miles. When that happens, most of the rides and activities shut down in the park. Boo. But that's all right. It was super hot, so we decided to grab a bite to eat. We love to grab something from Tater Shack and hot dogs and taters, and we got to listen to some of this great music at the same time. In the park, there are some shaded areas that you can grab a bite to eat and listen to music. They do change out their acts throughout the year, so if there's someone you want to watch, you need to check with the calendar and make sure you can see them. It was a super hot day, but the dog show wasn't going on because it was Sunday. So, as I said, we got our lunch from the hot dog hut is what we call it. The boys got footlongs, Amelia got corn dog. Mom and Dad ended up using our food tasting festival pass. I recommend that if you go a couple times throughout the year because you can use it at different times. Again, it was super hot, so we didn't wait the 30 minutes. They went ahead and did the River Rampage ride. Here you can see part of our group floating lovely down the river, getting soaking wet. There was a heat advisory the day that we visited, but it's alright, we still had a blast. There's ways to cool off, and you just have to find what works best for you and your group. And shortly after this, we decided to hit Daredevil Falls. This ride is a flume log ride, and it goes to the top of the hill and comes down with a lovely splash at the end. Look of it. And our team had a blast. However, Dustin did lose his hat. As you can see, everybody in our group had a great time. We even rode it a second time. Now I'm going to do a different video a different day about what happens if you lose something when you're on a ride. But again, like I said, Dustin lost his hat, and more to come on that later. But as I said, this does go up a steep hill, and you come down it rapidly and have a lovely blast at the end. And yes, folks, that's right. Even I rode it. That's how hot it was. It was a crazy hot day, so I needed to cool off as well. Normally, I don't ride water rides. However, if you sit in row 3 or 4 on this ride, you get minimally wet, which is really nice. So, like I said, it was a hot day. I had to take a ride too. A nice thing about this ride, Daredevil Falls, you can have the option to get a picture if you have the photo pass. As you keep walking up the hill, you'll see different roadside attractions throughout the park. While we went over to the bird show, where they showcase some of their animals that are in the sanctuary. We also got to see the Rainbow Noodle Path. As I said, during the summer festival, they have different roadside attractions that you can take in. It's a lot of fun. It's different, and they switch it out every year too. As you venture around the park, you'll see that there's different photo spots that you can take pictures, and we did have the food tasting festival pass, so we decided to try the deep fried s'mores because we always forgot to try these as we've been in the park a couple times in the month. It was super hot, so they had the misters going on, and even though it starts to clear up on the shade, at least they have the misters going. As you can see, our kids had a lot of fun just kind of exploring the different corners of the park. They decided to take in some Whistle Punk Chaser, while some of the older kids in our group, aka the dads, decided to ride Thunderhead. There are a bunch of different areas for kids to hang out, do activities, while sometimes the grown-ups or the older adults in your group are going and riding different rides. It's a nice little breakup from making kids have to sit and wait. There are a list of a few rides in the park that you can get your photos at, and Thunderhead is one of them. So before we left for the day, we decided we need to hit Big Bear Mountain for some of the people in our group. Those who didn't do it decided to hang out in Hidden Hollow, which is an indoor play place for kids to play at and ride the Fireflies and some other lower key kid items of kids who weren't doing Big Bear. And after this, we decided to head home. We all had to work the next day. So we hit the bake shop and the candy store. Here's what our kids picked out. Did you have fun today?
Yeah!
Yeah? How about you? Yeah?
Best day ever!
So on our last ride of the day, the tram to the car, we decided to wrap it up. It was a good day, but we didn't stay till fireworks and drone show. If you liked our video, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. As you can see, he was really tuckered out.